Hello, I'm Brigadier General Darrell Williams, Commanding General, Defense Logistics Agency, Land and Maritime. And today I'd like to speak with you about safety, and more specifically, about a common hazard called slips, trips, and falls. Slips, trips, and falls are a serious concern here at Land and Maritime, and they account for the majority of our workplace accidents. They can happen indoors or out, and they can happen at just about any time of year, not just during the winter. And believe me, none of us is immune from this particular safety hazard. While these types of incidences usually cause strains and sprains, other more serious injuries can also result. Even if you don't fall, trying to catch your balance when you slip or trip can cause injuries to your muscles or to your joints. And the reason why I'm really concerned about this is because during 2010, DLA Land and Maritime Associates experienced 78 mishaps. Slips, trips, and falls were the cause of 45% of our mishaps and 50% of our lost time from work injuries. But there's good news. The good news is that most slips, trips, and falls can be prevented. In most cases, they can be prevented by paying close attention to what you're doing, watching where you're going, and removing those hazards in advance. So please conduct a safety survey of your workplace area today, and be sure to clean up spills immediately, remove obstacles from walkways, always close file cabinets and storage drawers. And if you see hazards such as cables that run across walkways, burnout bulbs and light tubes, large spills or debris in the floors, or unsecure mats, rugs, and carpets, either make the simple on-the-spot correction yourself or call facilities to place a work order. Slips happen where there is too little friction or traction between your footwear and the walking surface. So please ensure you're wearing the proper footwear, especially when there's bad weather, to minimize the chance of a mishap occurring. The following video will show you some examples of potential causes of slips, trips, and falls, as well as suggestions for how to prevent these serious problems. Look, DLA Land and Maritime is a world-class workforce. No one supports the warfighter better than you. That's why I know that with your help, we can significantly reduce the incidence of slips, trips, and fall. So I'd ask you to be safe, and I want to thank you for what you do each and every day.
Morning, Bob. How's it going?
Morning, John. It's going good. How are you doing?
Hey, did you see the big game this weekend?
Oh man, it was a great game.
As you can see, slips, trips, and falls can happen anyplace. In fact, did you know falls were the #1 mishap on center this year? The DLA Columbus community continues to excel at being a VPP Star status site. Since gaining the Star status in 2007, our lost time trends for all mishaps has reduced considerably. However, of all the categories, falls, both inside and outside, far exceed any other mishaps. How do we work toward reducing slips, trips, and falls? The first step is to identify and become aware of the common causes and conditions contributing to mishaps. An overreaching contributor is the weather. Regardless of the time of year, various forms of precipitation can increase the risk of a slip, trip, or fall. Rain, snow, and ice on any surface can put you at risk. Uneven pavement in areas such as parking lots can cause trip hazards. For that matter, sidewalks in general can potentially cause a mishap. A sidewalk that settles and is uneven can cause a tripping hazard. If ice or snow accumulates on a walkway, the risk of slips, trips, and falls will increase. Spilling of liquids in the break room or work area is a danger if not cleaned up. Wet conditions from drippy umbrellas and wet shoes can be a potential hazard. Extension cords, open file drawers, and other office situations can be a real danger. The prevention of slips, trips, and falls begins with you. Be observant when you are navigating your way on center. You can always report potential hazards to the safety office. However, the best advice for spills is, if you see it, clean it. If it is something you can't clean up yourself, call in a work order to Installation Services. They will notify Goodwill Industries of the situation.
As the custodial contractor at DSCC, Licking Knox Goodwill takes great pride in not only providing quality services, but those services are provided with safe practices and procedures. Each employee receives training on all safe practices upon their hire date, with follow-up sessions each month on various topics. Slip and fall is part of that training regimen. We feel increasing the awareness of possible incidences will decrease the hazards associated with these. Our focus is on what we can do to prevent slips and falls. Awareness. Inclement weather, a spilled beverage, a leaky water fixture, and debris on the floor can all be safety hazards which can cause a person to slip and fall. It is a good practice to be aware of your surroundings and know how to overcome these hazards. However, our custodial staff has the responsibility to not only be aware, but know what to do to prevent the hazard from becoming a slip and fall. Prevention. As custodial staff, we have the necessary tools readily available to address the hazard before it becomes an injury. Immediate attention, such as placing a caution sign in the area, laying additional floor mats, and the utilization of dry mops will reduce the risk of an injury and reduce the risk of the hazard until it becomes removed. However, we cannot do this alone. With some help from our customers, we may be made aware of the hazard more quickly. Therefore, the prevention action steps can be initiated and the hazard removed before an injury occurs. Licking Knox Goodwill encourages you to report the hazard, initiate the prevention steps, and bring attention of it to the custodian in the area. Licking Knox Goodwill makes great efforts in keeping areas clean, dry, and free of hazards. We care about safety.
Hello, this is a DSCC 2-hour delay announcement. The DSCC installation, including all tenant commands, is on the 2-hour delay due to a weather emergency. The center is on a standard tour of duty from 0730 to 1600.
Now that there's inclement weather, the DLA Land and Maritime Commander has decided to go on a 2-hour delay. How does he inform the workforce in such a short time? WARN, the Wide Area Rapid Notification System. Hello, my name is Bill Ansley and I am a DLA Land and Maritime WARN initiator. WARN is used to notify the workforce for many different situations, ranging from weather advisories to power outages to changes in force protection condition threat levels. In this case, the commander decided to place the DLA Land and Maritime workforce on a 2-hour delay. First, for safety reasons regarding dangerous travel conditions on Franklin County roads. Second, it allows the DLA installation support staff the ability to remove snow and ice and treat the roads on the installation. There's nothing worse than trying to clear snow from parking lots when it is full of cars.
Hello, my name is John Taylor with the Installation Support Office. My mission as the snow removal team work leader is to ensure that as you arrive for work during the winter months, all our streets, parking lots, sidewalks, and steps are cleared and treated so you can safely travel to and from your work areas. I don't have to remind you that winter weather in Central Ohio can be severe at times. It presents our snow warriors with many challenges. Our crews are called to duty during all hours of the day and night to address hazardous conditions resulting from snow and ice. Though our crew members and I do everything possible to make sure you can safely travel throughout the center, there are ways you can help eliminate the possibility you will experience a slip or fall. The best method of prevention is to wear appropriate shoes or boots to help you safely walk through areas that may be covered by snow or ice. In addition, our teams have stocked and positioned gray or yellow containers of ice melt product for use on steps and sidewalks at most pedestrian entrances. If you observe an icy area on a sidewalk or steps, take a minute to dispense some of the product over the area or contact our installation support work order desk at extension 22155 and we will dispatch a crew member to treat the area as quickly as possible. We take very seriously our responsibility in providing you with streets, parking lots, and sidewalks free of snow and ice. You can help our effort to eliminate added potential for slips and falls during the winter by following these simple suggestions. Thank you.
Hazard prevention and awareness is also supported by supervisors and safety office representatives. With everyone's vigilance and cooperation, this visit to the break room can have a better outcome. People are responsible for their own safety, as well as looking out for each other. Remember, slips, trips, and falls are the greatest risks of mishaps on center. If you identify a hazard and can take care of the situation, please do. If you can't address the issue yourself, call in a work order to Installation Services at 22155.